chance to atone for it the rest of the game, that's a lot to carry around.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make it 24-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super. Set.
Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tiger, tiger.
Now Goff on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, it's Long. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Caught left side by Hilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Luck on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They will run again with Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He finds Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Luck going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Again, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island.
Play action. It's gone. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, LA! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
11.
They're going to go. It's Luck. He finds Humphreys. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there, and they want to make sure it pays off.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this is caught. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, LA! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. On second down, here's Locke.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route...
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. 10 more there and another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
12.
Throwing again is Lott. He gets it to Humphries. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. There he goes inside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. On first down, it's Lott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's hit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Finding some room at midfield. Still fighting. And finally marked down at the 23. 38 yards on the scamper there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And that's complete to Huff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. There's Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go
under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Luck. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
675.
Coleman now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 right.
To the air again, Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Got some room at the 30. And he cut, accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sport.
Franchise. Franchise.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third and short yardage. Mariota drops it to Blue, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Mike Pennell with the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And incomplete to open things up.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it's Long. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Luck throwing again. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Again, Luck. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
3, 3, 3. Check back 21, back 21, check back 21. 1, 1, 1.
2nd down, Mariota. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
1, 1, 1.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out come the Jags. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, now he pulls him over. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Block on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
To throw is Lott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw is Mariota. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Luck on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Talk. 12. Go ahead.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Now Landry. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And really pouring it on now with the Falcons. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Mariota on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
12.
Here's Luck now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Mariota now going deep here for Landry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was looking for Landry that time. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Right, 622. Right, 675.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, here's P-Rod. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got him in, complete. And chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Mariota again. And it's caught. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Let's go.
Mariota to sneak it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Landry now on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing is Mariota. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He's still on his feet. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Handoff comes to Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop. At the 33-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the interception here, Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
second down. Mariota. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Landry. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, this is Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go again with Blue. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Mariota. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mariota to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mariota. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mariota. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This is the running back, Blue. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Blue. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. This fielded at the 2. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Colts, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Franchise. Exhibition. Franchise. Franchise.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Jumbo!
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hurry up. Hey, check 26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30.
I got you. 21.
They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. Golden Graham now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. D. Ford in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Yeah, Liz.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Third and long, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. First career pick for the rookie Josh Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
12. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
13.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
11. Hey, go. 11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
11. Go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
18. Got it. Over here. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Right now, you got 58. Zoom, zoom. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be fielded at the 8. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zoom, zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The 20. He finds McKinnon, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, check 26. 319.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Zoom. So, hey, let's go. Come on. Jumbo!
Throwing again. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. McKinnon fitting in nicely as the feature back in this 49er offense. He's back there again now on first down. McKinnon, he finds some open field here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 47 yards on the ground. Toss play to McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. They're going to run forward Jones. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now McKinnon. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Inside. 319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run once more with McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cameron Brate, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, now he pulls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 70 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now he'll escape to his left. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Eluding the pressure right. The connection made. It's Graham. He got 29 yards that time.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go, let's go, let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he'll let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
21.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
4 down. Zoom. 3 out going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, We picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Back to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
13.
Back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They